indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have given us. You're such a wonderful God.
Hello everyone, this is Katie Lopez, and I'm coming to you today with a video on how to file the private school affidavit form. For those of you who have decided to homeschool, congratulations. And you're probably wondering what legal form you need in order to file with the state, letting them know that you're deciding to homeschool this year. So that's what I want to walk you through. I'm going to read from the California Department of Education website to let you know who needs to file this form and who does not. So we'll start there. Per the California Education Code, Section 33190, anyone offering or conducting private school instruction at the elementary or high school level shall annually file a private school affidavit with the California Department of Education. The affidavit shall be completed by full-time private schools meeting the following criteria. Okay, so these are the people who need to file. Those who are enrolling students who are not enrolled full-time in any other public or private elementary or secondary school in any of the grades kindergarten through 12th grade. You also need to file if you are providing instruction in several branches of study required to be taught in the public schools of the state to students not enrolled on a full-time basis at any other private or public elementary or secondary branch. Secondary school. So basically, if you are teaching full-time your child or children at home, and you're also teaching more than one subject full-time at home, and the child is between kindergarten and 12th grade, then you need to file this. Those who do not need to file, if you have questions and this matches what you're doing, then you would not need to file this. If you are only providing supplemental or tutorial instruction to students who are enrolled full-time somewhere else, you don't need to file this then. If you are only providing single subject or single subject area or foreign language or driver's education, you don't need to file this. If you are only providing preschool or traditional kindergarten or students younger than 4 years and 9 months of age, you don't need to file this. So like a pre-K. You wouldn't need to file this. Also, if you do not have students yet. So you want to be a school or you're planning to homeschool, but your child is not that 4 years and 9, if they're not older than 4 years and 9 months, you don't need to file this. Or you don't need to file this if you offer a high school diploma, but you do not have instruction in several branches of subjects. So you would not need to file. Otherwise, if you are the two above, where you are homeschooling full-time and you're homeschooling between kindergarten and 12th grade and you're teaching multiple subjects, then you do need to file it. Okay, so that's all I'm going to read right there. I just wanted to give you the official definition of who needs to file. Okay, so I do want to note this as well. If you are homeschooling through a charter school, you don't need to file, even if you are homeschooling full-time, many different subjects, K through 12th, because the charter is going to file this for you. So that's the only reason. It will be filed, but you don't need to file it if you're working through a charter school. And I have another video, I think it was one of my first ones out there. I think it's called Charter versus Private School or Private versus Charter School, and it will give you the differences if you're still trying to decide if you want to go through a charter or not. But if you're not going through a charter, then you as the parent are ultimately responsible to file this. It's a 4-page form. When do you need to file it? Okay, if you are a private homeschool mom and dad, then you need to file this between October 1st and the 15th of every year. So right now, I know it's a little bit early to put this video out, but I thought for first-time mom and dads who are homeschooling, you might not know that it's due October 1st, and I didn't want you to worry thinking you had to file something the beginning of the year, like the beginning of September. You can homeschool right now. You can start today if you want. You don't need to file until the 1st of October. What will happen is, my next question is, how do you file? It's online. So I will give you the website, and right now, if you looked at it, it would have prior year's affidavit up. And that runs from 2019 to 2020, from October 1st to September 30th. So go ahead and start for the year, and then around October 1st, I'll send another video probably up just to remind you. But you can relax. You can just go ahead and start homeschooling. Everything is fine. And then also, what does it cost? It doesn't cost anything. So there's no cost involved. You just need to file it online. Also, I wanted to remind you to keep it for 3 years. I think there's a note there at the bottom somewhere that says, please keep on file for 3 years. So what I do when I'm done is I just print it out, and every year I just keep putting it in the same folder. That way I have record of it. And on another note, I wanted to remind you, as you start homeschooling, please go ahead and keep copies of everything, or the important things like tests, quizzes. If you want to keep some art, anything important, book reports, things like that. I actually even keep their daily homework. If you don't have a lot of garage space, one of my mom's friends gave me a good tip. She takes snapshots of some of the art and different things that she doesn't have the bulk room to keep, but she keeps it like online that way. So that's another option to keep certain things. But I would definitely keep things like report cards and any kind of certificates they earn, just special things like that. It's a good idea just to prove what you've been doing. If anything ever comes up, you can say, yep, here's their math homework for, second grade, or here's their tests in 7th grade, or here's their report card or their book reports. So you can prove your work as a parent as you're homeschooling. Okay, so that's who needs to file, when you file. Okay, and those are so what I wanted to do next is I actually wanted to walk you through the form. So if this information is sufficient for you, fantastic. Go ahead and log online October 1st. I'm going to put the link up right now where you need to file. It's on the California Department of Education's website, and go for it. If you want a little more help, I'm just going to use the rest of the video to walk through the actual form. Some of the questions are tricky, but not all of them. But for the tricky ones, I just wanted to make it easier for you. So when you log in, it's 4 pages, and it's 50, as of last year, it was 54 questions, but I'll try to move quickly. Question number 1 is the name of your school, which is really exciting. I enjoyed this part. You get to name your school. So we prayed about it. We decided to call ourselves Lopez Christian School because that's our last name. But you can get super creative and decide on the name of your school. Put it there in number 1. Number 2, CDE assigned 14-digit CDS code if one was previously assigned. The very first year you homeschool, you don't have a number, so don't worry about that. You can skip number 2, and then if it's a follow-up year, they'll just put it in automatically for you. Number 3, this is the county in which your school is located. So you should know your county, where you're living, just put that there. And then the public school district in which your school is located. Now, if you're pulling your children out of public or private and you already know the district, fantastic, put it there. But if you're not sure, I wanted to let those of you who might have like a first grader, like you're not even sure what district you would be in. So what you can do is you can go, and I'll put the link here, you go to the, at least for California, and I'm sure other states have this too, but you can go to the California Department of Education website and put in your zip code, and then it'll tell you what schools are in your area in one column, and then on the other side, it'll show, in another column, it'll show you the district that you're in. So just to verify, make sure you're putting the right district, you can use the Department of Education's website to verify that. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5 and 6 is your address, where you live, where you'll be teaching. Number 7 is your phone number. I just give them my cell phone because I don't have any business phone or anything like that. I don't have a fax number. That's number 8. Number 9 and 10, I went ahead and put my address, my email address, as well as my husband's email address. I don't have a website. That's number 11, but if you did make yourself a school website, go ahead and put it there. And then if you have any other mailing address, like if you wanted to use a post box, you could put that there. Otherwise, just leave it blank for 12 and 13. Number 14 says type of school. So that's, for us, that's coeducational because we have both boys and girls that we're teaching, so, or a boy and 2 girls that we're teaching. So But if you only have girls or you only have boys and you want to just separate that out, go ahead. Otherwise, I would just put co-educational. School accommodations, day only is what we have. So that one will have a drop down saying, is this an overnight school? Is this a morning school? We teach school only during the day, so I selected day only. Number 16, does the school provide special education services? We don't, but if some of you out there have special needs for any of your children, you can absolutely put yes, because you'll be helping them with that. Grade span offered. So this one doesn't mean what are you teaching, it means what is your school capable or planning to teach. And of course, we're planning to teach all the way through high school, so I put K through 12th, but you decide what you want to put there. That would be the span offered by your school or what you're planning to offer. 18, if you're planning to provide a high school diploma, go ahead and put yes. 19, classification of school. Here, there's a drop down, and you can decide. We put religious there. Also, number 20, has this school ever filed a private affidavit under a different name? We've never changed our name of our school, so we put no there. But if you did, go ahead and put the different in 21. They'll want to know the former name. Number 22, has the public school district changed since filing last private school affidavit? This would be if you didn't move from your last filing, but if this is your first filing, you can just put no or NA. If you move during the year, then you'll have to tell the former district as well in 23. Okay, number 24, this is what you're actually teaching. Okay, so number 24 says range of students' ages. Youngest may be no younger than 4 years and 9 months. Okay, so for instance, last year my youngest that I was teaching was 6 years old. We have one younger than that, but I wasn't teaching her yet. So I put 6 as the youngest child taught, and the months. She was 6 years and 8 months old as of the filing of this form. And then my oldest was 8 at the time, okay? But if you have 5 or 6 kids, again, you're only going to put the youngest one that you're teaching and the oldest, okay? And then 25 has you put how many children in each grade that you're teaching, and then it has a total on the bottom. That one I think is formula driven once you fill in every one of them. Number 26, number of 12th grade students. Number 27, number of school staff. So this is where, you know, I'm just honest. It's me and my husband. So I'm not going to fluff it up. So I just put full-time teacher 1, that's me. Part-time teacher 1, that's my husband. He's my backup. Administrators, nope, we don't have any. So that's 0. Other staff, 0. Next page, 28, site administrator. I put that as me. Site administrator title, other. Site administrator email. I put my email, director or principal. I let that be my husband. So I put his name there, and then I put him as head of school in 32, 33 and 34 and 35. Again, just your home address and your email. School records. So number 36 is the name of the individual who is custodian of the records, and that would be me. But whoever and I keep saying you or your husband. I apologize for all those dads out there who are the main teachers. Usually it's the moms who teach, so I apologize if I've offended any of you dads. But whoever keeps records, just put that person's name right there. Again, address 37, 38, and 39. Now, number 40 through 43 is a little bit tricky, but I just want to make sure you know because it's tax related. So it wants to know, are you tax exempt? Are you a 501c3? No, we're not. As homeschool moms and dads, we're just choosing. You actually have to purchase your own curriculum. If you're through a charter, you do not necessarily. The government will provide you through the public education. Again, you can look at my video. They provide you a certain amount of money, but you're still not tax exempt as a private, if you're filing the private affidavit. So we would put no there. Tax exempt on the 23701D. Nope, we're not tax exempt there either. Property tax exempt. Nope, we're still paying our property tax. So no, no, and no. And then 43, none of the above. And you can put yes. Okay, and then the last of it, 44 through 54, I'm not going to read. You just have to read through all that. Go ahead on your own, and you need to put yes for everything. It indicates that you understand the statement and your school's compliance. So basically, they're making sure you're going to be in compliance or agree with everything. And I haven't seen anything in there unless they changed something this year. But as of last year, it didn't seem like anything would hurt us as moms and dads to homeschool to put yes there. It all seemed to make sense. And then there's an electronic signature that you complete, and then it says, good job, you're done. I don't know if it prints out right there or it sends it to your email, but either way, you will get some confirmation. And one of my friends was concerned about giving the email and the phone number. They've never called me for anything. The state has never called me on anything. The only reason they use my email is to remind me every year when it's due again. So if that answers that question. And then I'll go ahead and put a link to this actual form. You can take a look at it. But again, it's for the previous year, so please don't fill it out yet. Wait till October 1st this year, and then you can go ahead and file it. Again, it doesn't cost anything, but this would be the only legal form that you would need to declare that you are teaching your children at home. And as far as I understand from reading online and so forth, when your child turns 6 in the state of California, you are responsible from 6 to 18 or until they graduate to declare where they are being taught, whether it's in the public school, private, or homeschool. We used to live in Washington, so if any of my viewers are from Washington, I believe up there the starting age was 8 years of age. But again, once you start filing, you just need to keep filing so that they know where your child is. And just keep it on file for 3 years or longer if you want to. And that's it. So I hope this has helped you relax. There's nothing you need to do right now, but just so you know, this is the legal form that you'll need if you're private homeschooling at home. And I hope my walkthrough has helped you or will help you when you do fill it out. All right, have a great day. Talk to you later.